where you're just getting carried off the field? Well, I did that. It's the pinnacle of my career in football. I was 10, and we were playing in Pee Wee football. And I don't know if you call it, what do y'all call it here? Pee Wee, mini mites? Whatever it is. I was in the mini mites, and I was on the Bellevue Packers. All right, and we were green and gold Packers, and we had gone undefeated all year, and we won a lot of games, but we had to play in a championship, and this was the winner-take-all kind of game. And we were playing the Flomaton Panthers. Now, y'all know where Flomaton is, right? Nobody knows where Flomaton is. It's in Alabama. It's a little town in Alabama. And the Flomaton, they were undefeated as well. We had to go to Flomaton to play in this game. And we got up there, and the problem with Flomaton is we felt like we could beat them, but they had this one guy in the back who could run like lightning, and his legs were long, and it was like he was 6'10" at the time. He was probably like 4'11", but he was huge to us. I mean, even when you get on the field, you know how all the team comes out and they gather up and they look real intimidating? Well, this guy was head and shoulders above all of his teammates. That kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Bush. You're playing against Reggie Bush, the big dog. I mean, and it wasn't Reggie Bush, but relatively speaking. We looked at this guy going, how in the world are we going to stop him? Well, sure enough, we did. All game. Tie ball game at the end, we run out of time and it's tied. Well, you know what you do then, right? You go into extra innings. Overtime. Sorry, my baseball. You go into overtime, and what happens is, you don't kick field goals in 10-year-old. You go for the extra point every single time. Y'all remember that? And so what we did is we had the ball first, we scored, and we got the extra point. So now they have got to score and get the extra point just to tie it, to take it into extra, double overtime, whatever you want to call it, double overtime. So here we are on defense, and they score. So now we're like, okay, now they're on the 5, and we've got to take them down. And so here we are, and I played defensive end. I played a lot of things, but I played defensive end. And I remember one thing the coach told me, and I'd like for some of you in football to tell me if this was true. But he said, Key, what you do when that ball's snapped, you box out, and you keep that runner on the inside. And you stay home. And I remember the coach looking at me, and he says, Key, if the whole world goes the other way, you stay home. That's all I remember. So I knew my job was to box out, keep the runner in, stay home. Well, here they going for the extra point. Ball snaps. I box out. I'm staying at home. The whole world goes the other way. What do? I hear my coach, stay home. I don't know why, because nobody else is over here. Just then, they hand the reverse off to you know who? Bush. And he comes around the corner, and it's me and him. And the whole world's sitting over here on the sideline. What's going to happen? And I'm the only thing impeding them taking it into double overtime. Needless to say, we won the game. But he said, hey, Key, don't go like that. Tell me the real deal. I tripped him. I tripped that dude. And y'all say, well, you can't trip in football. Yes, you can. You got to do it with your hand. You can't do it with your feet, but you can do it with your hands. So I knew that playing enough backyard football, it don't matter. The rules are out. The rules are out in backyard. I learned how to trip a dude with my hand. Because I know, I don't care how big you are, if you're walking along and somebody hits that leg just right, it's in the back, it's going to catch the other leg. I don't care if you're 250 pounds, you're going down. Well, here he goes, and he's going to try and get around me. Well, I ain't too fast, but I can time them legs. And I jump out there, and I hit that back leg just enough to knock it over. And he goes flat on his face 2 yards before the end zone. And we win the game. I'm telling you, the coach and all the players are all off in the field. We're all hollering, who dat, who. That was back before it was cool. That was back when you had to put a bag over your head to say it. I'm talking mid-'80s here. We did who dat for the Packers, all right? Well, we were doing who dat. Our whole section of bleachers cleared and was on the field. There was like 30 people on the field with us, and the coach takes me, and he picks me up, and he puts me on his shoulder, and we're all going, who dat, all the way to Godfather's Pizza. Do y'all have Godfather's? Did y'all ever have Godfather's? Every time we played football, we went to Godfather's Pizza. I don't know why, but we did. We went straight to Godfather's, in the car, all the way there. Godfather didn't know what hit him. We come in there chanting. God, I'm talking about joy. We won the championship. The trophies are handed out, all right there in that moment, and it was like the highlight of my whole life in football. And guys, many times I think when you become a Christian, it's very similar. It's your Rudy moment.